Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this afternoon, late this afternoon, going into early evening pretty soon, for a deluxe edition review. And this is for the new Seether, Vis Pacem Parabellum Deluxe Edition review. But I'm only going to be reviewing tracks 14 to 22 because I've already reviewed the album itself, and it was a good album for sure. Um, because I remember liking the original songs from the regular edition. And there were maybe some songs on the regular edition I had some complaints with, but nothing to the extreme where I think it's a bad album. I think it's a good listen. So, yeah. Um, so I'm going to discuss what I listened to for the deluxe edition tracks for Si Vis Pacem Parabellum, If You Want Peace, Prepare for War, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this deluxe edition review. Now this comes out tomorrow for all 22 tracks, so you'll be able to hear the extra 9 songs tomorrow on streaming platforms, of course, or at midnight tonight, I think. So What Would You Do is one of the first songs. We've already heard this from the Purgatory EP, and this was a pretty good song for sure. Sean Morgan sounds pretty good in this track for sure, and the guitar work and drum work is pretty good. Sounds like a normal Seether song that I've heard from their older stuff. So, yeah, 5 out of 5 for What Would You Do. Will It Ever End? Probably not my favorite, but it's solid for what it is. Um, it's just the way that it's executing with Sean Morgan's vocals. I don't know if I'm on board with, but I still like it to an extent. So, yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for Will It Ever End. It's solid, in my opinion at least. Feast or Famine is a pretty good song. I love the scream at the bridge part. I remember listening to it on the Purgatory EP, and I do have the Purgatory EP on CD, of course, so I got all 5 tracks for the Purgatory EP. And yeah, Feast or Famine is a great song for sure. Really like this one. I love Sean Morgan's scream at the bridge part of the track. It's so great, honestly, meaning it's amazing. So, yeah, 5 out of 5 for Feast or Famine. Wasteland alternate version was a pretty interesting song. I don't know if I like it that much, but I think it's a pretty good song for what it went for. I don't know. I don't know if I have many critiques about it, so yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. It deserves a pass cuz it's the alternate version of the original song, and it's a more laid back kind of melodic rock kind of song for this one, so 5 out of 5. Leech was a pretty good song. There were some moments I wasn't sure if I was feeling for the track, but I think it's a pretty strong track for what it went for. Sean Morgan's vocally sounds pretty good, and the drum work and guitar work is pretty strong. So, yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 5 for this one. Deliver Me is solid for what I went for. I wouldn't call it the best song, but it's another one of the least favorites on this album, but it's still pretty much a solid track. So there's moments in the chorus where Sean Morgan sings the lyric "Deliver Me" something something. I can't remember. I have to go back and listen to this deluxe edition again, but I remember not being sure if I liked it or not. So I'm indifferent about it right now, but I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5 for Deliver Me. On My Way was a pretty strong song for sure. I really enjoyed this track, so 5 out of 5. Don't have many complaints about it. I just really enjoyed the track for what it went for. Leave Me Be was a solid track. It's another one of your typical Seether songs that you're like, okay, this isn't too bad. So, yeah, it may seem fillerish, but it has some interesting guitar work and drum work in it. and Sean Morgan doesn't sound too bad singing in it, so that's probably the only downside. It's just maybe a fillerish Seether song. That's the only downside to it, so 4.5 out of 5. And finally, Cross the Line. I've heard this from many other Seether songs. The kind of vibe I'm getting from this track sounds like an older Seether song I can recognize this melody from. But I don't hate it. I just think it's solid for what it is. So 4.5 out of 5. Overall, production mix. Seether Pacem Parabellum Deluxe Edition, also known as If You Want Peace, Prepare for War. It's good for what it went for. I wasn't sure how I was feeling for some of the tracks. Like Leech, I wasn't sure if I was going to give it a 5. But I did enjoy it for what it went for. So, they're trying something different this time around with their deluxe edition songs, so at least they're trying something, at least. But first score for me, I'm giving Seether Pacem Parabellum, the If You Want Peace, Prepare for War Deluxe Edition, an 8 out of 10. The same rating I gave the regular edition of Seether Pacem Parabellum. It's a good album, and a good deluxe edition too. So it's getting a total of an 8 out of 10 for all 22 tracks. So it's a good album. I highly recommend you check it out. It may not be my favorite from Seether, but it's something, at least. Something interesting of a listen. So you're in for an interesting listen for this deluxe edition when it comes out tomorrow. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Seether Pacem Parabellum Deluxe Edition if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this deluxe edition I did for Seether Pacem Parabellum, the If You Want Peace, Prepare for War Deluxe Edition review that I did for you guys this late afternoon, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will have another video coming out. I don't think it's going to be a video, but it's going to be a live stream. Because I haven't streamed in a while, so yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be a video or a live stream, but I'll have a track review. Excuse me, I'm just yawning like crazy. I'll have a track review come out, I think pretty soon, so I gotta listen to the new Demon Hunter song, because that's the new song I'm going to be reviewing, and I think there's another song, I'm not 100% sure. But I'll look into it to make sure if there's another song or not. But until then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Seether Pacem Parabellum Deluxe Edition review. Keep in mind, I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I don't know if it's my best video because of my yawning in it, but I did what I could to make it as good as possible. Stay safe, guys. Take care. And as always, I will see you in my next review.